Okay, now that you have some background on me and how I teach and why I teach, you might want to know a little bit more about what yoga and meditation is, why the hype, why they're so popular, why I'm so passionate about everyone doing them, both of them. So, yoga is actually thousands of years old. It originated in India, and it originally was seen as a practice for the very intellectual, as a way to answer those deeper questions. Why am I here? What is the meaning of life? It gradually evolved into a practice that incorporated meditation, which was about breath work and calming the mind. And then it's only in about the last 100 to 150 years that it involved any form of physical exercise. It was introduced to the West soon after that time, I believe. And I'm not the historical expert, you can look some of that up. But the reason it is so gaining in popularity is because it encompasses everything. It brings the mind into focus with what the body's doing. The poses are good for the physical body. They help with strength, with flexibility, with balance. We learn to breathe the way we were meant to breathe, the way we started out breathing as babies. We return to that style of breath. So it helps us. It's meant to help us in every way. I've noticed since moving back to the US that practices are very fitness based, which is great, but all of my practices will include a focus on breathing and meditation and relaxation. For me personally, I just can't do yoga without it, and that's not my focus. Is on the physical fitness. The poses were actually designed to ready the body for meditation, so you feel so much better and more relaxed after doing the poses that you're then ready to sit still and meditate. So meditation obviously also has been around for thousands of years. It's increased in popularity more recently when an American psychologist by the name of Jon Kabat-Zinn started realizing some of the scientific benefits to it and sort of reintroduced it to the world in the concept of mindfulness. To take some of the mysticism and religious connotations out of meditation, because it really doesn't have to do with that at all. It can be prayer, it can be a very religious experience, but it doesn't have to be. It's not to stop thinking. A lot of people think I can't meditate because I think all the time. Well, we all think all the time. It's in maybe there's monks out there that have trained their minds and they don't think that much, but I highly doubt it. The mind's made to think, and we all think all the time. So it's more about noticing your thoughts, not becoming sort of completely controlled by your thoughts, realizing that you're separate from your thoughts. So kind of forming a little bit of a observer attitude, like I see these thoughts, I know they're happening, but that's not me. The thoughts will pass, my essence is still here. So in meditation we do that by working with the breath. We can my amazing teachers, I've had several incredible teachers along the way. My dear friend in the Boulder County area, Carmen, who is the teacher who really introduced me to yoga and who I was a student with for many, many years and is now a dear friend and birthday twin, which is a fun fact. And then all of my trainings, I've had many incredible teachers, but Michael and Vanessa with Being Yoga are who I did that 500-hour real core part of my training with. And I use his teachings in meditation, so it's a combination of breath, movement, really to come to a state of mindfulness. So there's times of focus, there's times of relaxation. It's incorporating all of it so that you find what's best for you. So I often use either this Tibetan bowl or these bells to bring people out of a time of meditation. They're just meant to be calming sounds. They don't have any inherent meaning. I work with the chant Om a lot when we finish a practice, which again does not have any religious connotations. It's thought to be the first ever sound in the universe, and it's just a sound of calm. It's a peaceful sound. Chanting and humming and singing, anything like that, is very beneficial to our insides as well. They provide our organs with a massage, which we work on with our breath as well. And finally, the word, I always give Sanskrit words for poses, which is the original language of yoga. We don't want that to be lost. So I give the Sanskrit as well as the English translations. And the word yoga itself is a Sanskrit word. It means union. It's coming together, the mind, the body, who we are on the inside, or our spirit, our soul, whatever you want to call it. And the word namaste is also a Sanskrit word that I finish every class with. And it means that the divine, the light that's in me, I see it, and I see it in you too. And we bow to each other to acknowledge that shared light. Namaste, this bowing motion, is used as a greeting in India, and I think that's just an exceptional way to greet and to leave others by honoring your shared light. In fact, I think personally that should take off here in the time of this coronavirus rather than the elbow bump. I think we should all be saying namaste and bowing to each other's light, knowing that we all light up the world. So that's a background in yoga and meditation, and I absolutely, firmly, passionately believe that if every person on this earth did these practices, we'd be in a lot better state than we are now. And I hope people take this time to learn them, experiment a little bit, try something new. And I promise it will be time well spent. Thank you.